Alrighty, we're going to start our TBT process for this week. We're going to look at the 5-step process, review what we did last week, and then go down. We know we're looking at the fall benchmark data, comparing that to our November benchmark data in reading. Next time, we'll look at math.
Okay.
And I have some data to give you so that you can look at it beforehand and then be ready for when we come back. If you look at step 1 and then you go to step 5, step 1 is our original data from the fall benchmark. It shows that we had 70% of our students were below benchmark. And that was in the fall. If you look at where we are now, and this is just not quite 2 months later, 64%. So we've gained 6% there, and then let's see. But if you look at the on watch and the intervention and the urgent intervention, you'll see that each area has gotten better too. We're moving up, even though some of them aren't out of below yet. They're moving from, we were 30% urgent intervention, now we're 25. We were 29% intervention, now we're 20. And then on watch, we were 11 and we're 19 there, but that just means those lower ones are moving up.
Yeah, it's shown that it's an increase in the, both the on watch.
So we're doing something right.
We're doing something right, so that's good. So we had a 5% increase or decrease in urgent, 9% decrease in intervention, 8% increase in on watch, and the 5% increase at above level. We talked about the standards that we focused on for the first part of the year. If you look at step 2, we said RL6 and RL7. And RL 310 was just fluency in reading at grade level, and that's an ongoing thing throughout the year. Our concern is that only 6% of our students.
Yeah.
So we know that's a challenge all year long. But if you compare that to now, if you look from our information from last time, I think I put it in there. We went
7 went up.
from your November.
And that was your
48.
November benchmark, correct?
Yeah, the November
It
benchmark.
was 48 for mine.
36. And you guys have for your class.
7.
You're right.
And then I have for the grade level.
6 is not, still
So
low.
3, 6. At 3, 6, we're still
3
at.
6 is still low.
It's still low.
Yeah, mine is still 13% only.
And overall, we only have 17%.
Yeah, 3.6, I only had 26% and above.
Mine is
Okay.
13%.
I'm almost split exactly in half. With, if I combine my above and my within, I've got 52, and my below is 47, so I'm almost exactly in half. Yeah.
You have Ian's?
He has
has
it.
it.
We gave it to
Okay.
him yesterday. I have the grade level that,
What
but
is
it still
yours?
shows us
26.
at grade
26.
level, we're at 83%, I think. So do we think that's still an area that we should continue to focus on?
I would
Yes.
say so.
Okay, so 3.6, yes. 3.7, was there improvement there?
3.7.
Yes, there was in mine, at least. Because I had 48% and now I am at 75%.
Oh,
That's good.
much better.
Oh, that's 9. I'm sorry. Yeah, mine went up. I was at 65% and I'm at 95%. I just have
Wow.
one student that didn't quite get it.
Very good. Okay, so we're feeling confident that although we'll keep working on it, it may not be one of our focus standards for
Right.
this time, and but we'll keep 3.7 there.
And I think Ian was lower when we saw it yesterday.
But it grew too.
But it grew,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. As we look at step 3,
Okay.
some of the strategies that we've been working on, the K&C associates that are coming and helping. You guys, how do you feel about that? Do you think it's been successful, or concerns, or benefits, or what are your thoughts?
The only concern I have is that we don't see what they do, so I don't know exactly
Right.
how that helps.
And when they're
you know,
not
whether it
here,
does.
what they're missing, how does that fall into what they're gaining?
Yeah.
How did they specifically do on those standards? Did you look at some of the kids in terms of how they performed on
That's
those?
a good one.
Do we have
That's a good
that?
idea, but we're not.
I
doing
didn't
that.
pull I could put it in by student and
Mhm.
then look specifically
At
at
the ones that
them.
go.
So that's a good
That-
idea.
That might just give you an idea.
And then I had told
Yeah,
you that
that's-
one of my concerns, because they said they were working on writing,
Mm-hmm.
but my observation is they're learning cursive, they're not actually working on sentences and paragraphs.
You know, one thing you could do is if we could identify the one, as you know, when you guys are doing from November to December, you could look at the two standards possibly and let them know what standards you're working on.
Okay.
Which would help them and I think give them an idea of what your focus is too. And that would be something simple for them that they could plan the lesson around.
Okay.
And then I'm planning on trying to do the STAR today with my group. I'll go get a Chrome card and see if I
Okay.
can't just do the whole group in here.
And do it again.
And then do the math one.
Okay.
So then we have a December for this group. I think Ian's gonna try to do it tomorrow.
So you're doing the whole
Do
group.
the whole group?
Yeah,
Now.
because then they're all working on it and I don't have to try to.
Okay.
But that way we'll start getting data, another data point.
And, the kids that are in my group, they're getting pulled out too. I talked to the 5th grade teachers, and so I can still get these guys on Thursdays, because I went from, remember, 4 days a week and then down to 3 because of today's and the meetings. And I'm gonna meet with Corey and Gwen after school so that I can
Oh.
get that group.
Okay,
great.
so
I
you'll
can
get them
on
4 days?
Thursday. Yes.
Okay.
Back to 4 days, so that's, because I really hated not having in that 4th day.
Brenda, do you work also on those two standards that are the focus too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. In addition to phonics for reading, I try to do, the phonics for reading and then guided reading and focus on standards at the same time and throw in some unit instruction. That's why I need 4 days.
Well, and I noticed with Keani, he seems much more confident. I mean, I know he's not where we want him to be.
He's the top one in the group by far.
Well, he's actually working this year.
Good.
I mean, he still comes to school late and misses, but when he's here, he's focusing better than last year.
Good, good. Okay, one of the other strategies we said, think, pair, share, and other cooperative learning strategies in the classroom, and we're doing that for group. AR, I'm doing that daily.
Yeah.
Graphic organizers, trying to use the Marcia Tate strategies.
Yes.
And we talked about picking some of those specifically that we wanted to work on.
Can I
So
go
we-
back real quick to AR? How are
Yes.
they doing with their goals?
I have some that still won't.
Diane Hill, can you come to the office, please? Diane Hill, thank you.
I have some that still won't get on. They'll read and read and read, but they don't want to take an AR test. And I'm not really sure why. And then I have other ones that want to only read below their level texts for
Mhm.
AR. And so I keep pushing them, no, you need to pick
But it
a
wouldn't
good
take them
fit
long
book.
to take the test, would it? If they needed to.
Are you setting aside a time that they could take the test and just?
Yeah,
sit
it's
there?
one of our, when we have the Chromebooks especially, because then I can do listening and I can have open ones for AR testing as they get done with it.
And we have a little incentive for them if they get 100% if they fill in their charts.
Right.
Yeah.
And they get.
And there's some that are really
sandwich.
working on it,
Yeah.
and then others that
Okay.
it's just, they don't care to, I guess.
I would probably make it not an option for them,
Yeah.
to just,
Okay. So,
Maybe we should set a goal for a week, like each child has to have to take at least.
Unless they're doing a chapter
This
book
many.
though.
well, yeah, that's it. Are you
Quizzes.
conferencing with the kids, like, you want, instead of like every 2 to 3 weeks, maybe try to conference every week, and then see where they are, or just sort of touch base and pull them back? Would that help, so you can say,